Hello everyone, I am William and welcome back to Splatoon 3. Today I'll be sharing with you an unedited Rainmaker match that I had recently because I thought it had a funny ending. I'll also be providing commentary on top of it to kind of explain my thinking during the game. If you'd like to turn off commentary, just switch the audio track to English Australia. I am using one of my favorite weapon kits in the game, the Paintbrush Nouveau, which packs together the longest range brush in the game, along with the incredibly vicious Tentamissiles and point sensor, which is helpful in locating players. What happened there is I didn't throw my point sensor far enough, so I didn't see the people hiding behind that wall until it was too late. I knew they were there generally thanks to the Tentamissiles, and I was hoping to sneak up on them since Paintbrush is quite vicious, but unfortunately they had a dynamo which is more vicious. I take out their charger player there since he's being kind of annoying, and now I take this route into the back of their base in order to hit them from behind or at least distract them so that my teammates can push the Rainmaker. It doesn't quite go to plan since I misread where that dynamo roller player was facing, but my teammates were still able to take the checkpoint before we wipe out. One important detail about that whole excursion is since I'm using a brush, I was painting a trail all the way into their base, and for whatever reason, no one on their team thought to look where I came from and cover up that trail. Remember that, it'll be important later. At this point, the two teams are kind of in a stalemate in mid since we're both effectively blocking each other out of this middle section here. I tried going after their charger player since he can cover the largest area, but as you can see that didn't go too well. But my teammates managed to hold the line and even got the guy with the Rainmaker, which was very nice of them. Since they no longer have the Rainmaker, I figure I should try looping around and hitting them from behind again. But similar to last time, one of their guys sees me, I misread where his shots are coming from, and yeah. At this point, I figure the best course of action would be to charge up my Tentamissiles and use them to break the stalemate, so I start painting up this area over here, which for reference is the same path I used to take into their base earlier. At this point, I realize the rest of my team isn't doing so well, and Pizza244 is trying to jump to me, so I run into a corner and hide to also hide his jump icon. I rush mid here to try to draw their fire away from my approaching teammates. I don't make it out, but I manage to take 3 of them with me. Switching to Pizza2's perspective now, who manages to take down the 4th member of their team. Unfortunately, this is after the checkpoint's broken, but ultimately that doesn't matter, because presumably Pizza2 sees that they've been wiped out and decides to just run it, taking one shot to link up to my path from earlier and swimming all the way to the goal. And with that, I think I'll leave it here. Until next time, this has been Splatoon 3. I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again real soon.